Dressed it. It ain't shit that you could tell me. I know I'm good. It ain't shit that you could tell me. I know I'm good.
What up? We here with another episode of the Unfiltered P.O.V. We got Venom, we got Arie, we got Daryl Braxton, we got Heezy, and of course we got myself, Derek Braxton, aka D Braxton. What's up, y'all?
What's going on, man?
What up?
Okay. Shit, y'all wanna plug something before we get started as usual, or
I'm good.
Yep. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Real Young Ree.
for sure? All right, man. Well, let's get into the topics, man. I just be like I say, I always be just writing shit down and seeing, just want to see what everybody's opinion is on stuff. So this topic is kind of old, but I was just wondering if y'all remember the debate that was going on Twitter for a while about would you take $500,000 or a dinner with Jay-Z? So first of all, do y'all remember that conversation that was going on, that debate was going on?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So first of all, would any of y'all take a dinner with Jay-Z over Jay-Z? I mean, a dinner with Jay-Z over 500 bands?
I wouldn't.
I think I would.
You would?
Yeah, I think I would.
I'll take the money.
You for real? Man. You would?
Yeah,
you for
real,
man.
Yeah. No. Yeah, man. Come on now.
What? I mean, do you think he can offer you something then?
Yeah, man.
I need to hear your reasoning behind
just
this.
Just that one conversation. You can pick his brain, maybe, instead of that 5, I just get this thing, I'm working with bro, side by side. You feel me?
I know you talking some bullshit. Nah, man. And you for real? You gonna take that dinner with Jay-Z, huh?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna take that. Shit, bring me a little notepad. It's lit.
I'm trying to figure. I always try to figure out what do you think Jay-Z could like? What could he give to you that's gonna really that's gonna equate to $500,000 or more? Like
how to trade secrets.
On what? He gonna tell you to go buy $1 million portrait. He gonna tell you the high appreciated value and shit. That was my whole thing about that conversation. It was like, yeah, he gonna probably give you rich people advice. Like that's just, I don't know, that's just me. But
that conversation ain't leading to me getting 500,000 or 600,000 at that moment. And we'll talk later.
Give me $1 million, maybe, but fuck that conversation. That's cool. But with that money,
I can tell Venom bullshitting anyway. But I'm just trying to. All right, so with that, with that conversation, would y'all? I know y'all. You know what I'm saying. As us presently speaking, none of us skipping over $500,000 to eat dinner with Jay-Z. So, but is there a scenario where you think like you would take that? With all right, no, that's a no for Duro. What about you, Heezy? Is it a situation
so where say like I got a business and it's like it just ain't booming. Like it just, if he could give me but I got money though. I gotta have a couple 100,000 or something. If I'm a broke nigga, I need that 500 bands no matter what. But like say I got a little bread. If he could do something to help me get my business over the top or invest some money somewhere or a conversation like that, hell yeah.
Okay. What about you, Ree?
I feel like if you maybe like I feel like the only way you should take that dinner, which I really can't see many scenarios, but the only way you should take that dinner is if you like already got like some traction on the music end, or you know what I'm saying, you really like been in talks with different you know what I mean, company like record companies and shit like that. It might be beneficial, but outside of that, what if he make you pay for the dinner though? You go to dinner with this nigga, he ain't telling you shit, it's strictly dinner.
I was gonna get big as hell.
Shit, I'm gonna be in the negative because I'm gonna beat the shit out of Jay-Z that night. Tell me that. Yeah, I'm
Matter of fact,
definitely.
let me make a comment on that. Let me think. No, I can't. No,
You can't think of no scenario.
I can't.
What about you, Venom, man? What you can think of a scenario, or would you for real that you really would take it?
I might really take it, bro. It
You
depends.
would
funny.
No, but I'm trying to think because it was a scenario like with the Mark Cuban situation where dude was tracking his jet, he tracking his plane, which is public information, but the dude just had bots, and basically he put it all together where he was posting on Twitter basically everywhere Mark Cuban was going. And bro had hit him up and was like, take this down. Dude was like, nah, I want a Tesla. But Mark Cuban was like, if you take this down, then you will have a friend for life. And I'll send you my number type. She sent him his number and like Gmail said, anytime you need advice, like on any business adventures, you can call me. Like, I bet. So I'm trying to think like if it's a situation like that, but I mean like if I'm broke, then I mean, I don't know how many business adventures you can give me saying like stuff I can't Google already. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Be like, well, but I ain't got no money to start it up. So I don't know. It's real hard to honestly think of any situation, but I'm trying to think of like that. Like I said, maybe if I had some traction or I knew it was gonna lead to an opportunity and I'm thinking long term, but of course that long term would have to be still, I think, working your way up. Like me trying to start a computer business and they give me a job and paying me pretty good, and I like the end goal. I know I can be like a CEO or something, start my own, but now,
hold on. Look, I know everybody keeps saying like talking about like business ventures and all that shit. That is not the question. Would you take a dinner with Jay-Z or would you take 500,000? It ain't no guarantee that Jay-Z gonna tell you shit. You just going to dinner with Jay-Z.
Well, yeah, I'm about to say when you put it like that, I don't think anybody would, because you got to leave it to where like you having a conversation, you get to pick his brain, ask questions. But if it just we sit down, don't say nothing to each other, you just like you eating, yeah, nobody's gonna take. I mean,
yeah, I feel like unless Jay-Z is giving me, you know what I mean, a seed to go plant a money tree, there's no point of taking that. I wouldn't take that.
I say from my understanding, that's how it was supposed to be posed. Like he basically giving you all the knowledge he can, but like it's either that or take the money.
Yeah, my whole thing with that situation is like kind of like what Regis was saying. Like he ain't like it's dinner, so it ain't even really guaranteed that he gonna give you no real game anyway. And on top of that, like I'll be trying to make people understand when this because like I understand like when people go into that, but like for the most part, you gotta understand Jay-Z is a rapper turned businessman or whatever. And like the thing is, rap gave him a lane and gave him access to other people that gave him the game or whatever. And so shit, at this point, I'm sure he has like a financial advisor and all that stuff. So a lot of them like doing stuff to make his money move for him. So like he might not be really doing a whole bunch of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially to give you any type of real advice. I'm sure you're going to learn some stuff from the people around you, but like I said, he's rich. So he made money. He became richer off of the people around him. So it's like, they ain't even saying that he going to be able to give you nothing with like presently constructed with your salary. So it's like, like I said, he going to tell you to go buy a painting. And that costs $300,000, and it's like, bro, I don't even have $300,000. You know what I mean? So,
they need to be asked about a dinner with Ye.
Yeah, I ain't taking in all seriousness. I ain't taking a dinner with none of them because at the end of the day, you pretty much if the option is 500 bands or dinner, you essentially are paying $500,000 to sit with that person.
You ain't gonna be able to sleep that night.
Hey, listen. And the crazy part is
the next
people keep saying they will sit with Jay-Z to get this like supreme knowledge about money or business or whatever the case may be. But I just always picture it this way. You will be sitting down with Jay-Z and he'd be like, why did you not take that?
Right. That was gonna be his advice. He gonna say next time you get this opportunity, take
Like,
that money.
You gotta think about it like this too, right? 500,000 or to sit down with Jay-Z. Cool. Jay-Z is who he is. He went from this to that and he moving. But my thing is at the end of the day, if I have $500,000, I'm going with my plan and I'm doing what I gotta do. I don't need no dinner with Jay-Z to be able to do what I need to do. I can find my same lane. I can find my lane just like he found his.
I feel like a better question would be $500 or dinner with Jay-Z. Then for sure I'm taking Jay-Z to whatever I chop it up with him about. You know what I'm saying? Because $500 is obtainable. You know what I'm saying? 500,000 is obtainable too, but you know what I'm saying? That's just too big of them. That's too close to $1 million to turn.
Give me that half meal.
Straight up. But are you gonna take out of 5? All right, let's do it that way. Now let's make it a little sweeter. Would you take 5 bands or go have a sit down or go have a dinner with Jay-Z?
5 bands?
5 bands.
Give me my 5 bands.
God.
I don't know though.
How much get paid to make appearances first off?
That might be worth 5 bands though.
Yeah,
This
it
what I'm
might. I can
Yeah,
take a
$5 bands,
$5,000
yeah.
loss. I can take that.
Right.
I
But
hope
a
that he does.
500?
Yeah, but my thing is this. He might sit down with you for $5,000 and not say a word to you and be nonchalant the whole time. Like,
But what if he don't even know? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm
that?
saying. You gotta make your lane. Like, yeah, we said we'd sit you would be at dinner with him. We ain't say y'all was gonna be right next to each other. Now you gotta
You're gonna
go
be all the way at the end of the table. You're like, who was this little dusty dude at my table? Hell no.
At that point, I'm hopping on the table rapping like Bobby Shmurda.
I'm gonna be up there monkey shine and soft shoeing.
Oh God. I should have took my 5,000.
A hip, a hop. Like, who the fuck is this? Get up. But yeah. I ain't gonna lie. $5,000 would be a different story if I can actually, if you say like, all right, we give you $5,000 to sit down with Jay-Z. Shit, I'll be on here. I'll be in there trying to plug the damn podcast. Like, hey, bro, can you come on the podcast with us, bro? Like, I need you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you had 5,000, you couldn't buy that promotion. So that
right.
makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. Now, 500. Shit, I might have to tell y'all, hey, bro, I ain't even got time for this podcast no more. I got to invest in some other shit. But nah. But yeah, nah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. My son almost blew us the fuck up in this house, man. He had the damn gas on. I'm in this bitch like, I know I'm smelling gas, man. Gas all the way the fuck up. But
so the first time I didn't see gas till like I came here, like the oven. And so my aunt was like, oh, I'm out of town this weekend, but I left some steaks in the freezer for you when I first got here. And I was like, oh, I bet. Then I went, like she had me a bottle of Hennessy too. Felt like a little kid. I was like, let me get this. And I went to try to like light it. And the gas was just going. I was like, damn, I don't see no matches around here. And I was looking, and then I went and grabbed the light, and I was like, hold on, this just don't feel right. And then I kept going, and then it finished lit. And I was like, oh, God, I see my life flash.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I grew up on with some gas stoves. But all right, man, let's switch to another subject, man. The next one we got is Lizzo and Arie Spears, if everybody ain't been paying attention to that. I don't know how we're gonna drop these episodes because we kind of like a few behind, but recently Arie Spears was on a show and they asked him about Lizzo. And he basically was saying how talented she is. Hold on, son. Was telling him how talented he is and how talented she is, but he said he couldn't get past the fact that she built like the shit emoji. And since then, he been getting like tore the fuck up, basically talking about he a big dude himself and how he don't really got no room to talk and all that stuff. And it's kind of like the women's empowerment move. So everybody like kind of making him seem like he hate women and all that. And so I just wanted to know what's y'all's opinion on that. Starting with Ree, what you got?
I do agree that you gotta leave. I mean, not that you gotta leave certain people alone, because he is a comedian, but like I want people to stop taking like people like that so seriously. Like if you're an entertainer and shit, obviously you shouldn't just be saying like messed up stuff about people or whatever. But I feel like if he said it in a joking way, it's just a joke. I mean, everybody get joked on, but if he came from like a place of like trying to like shit on her or whatever, I feel like cancel his ass then, because he really ain't that funny anyway. But I do feel like if somebody like Kevin Hart would have said that, it wouldn't have been received the same way. Like, because he's somebody that's like on and like somebody like Arie Spears who ain't been on them, but like Mad TV and shit, like they already look at him like he a scrub, even though he probably like a legend in his own right.
Yeah. So with that though, do y'all think like I guess the main reason I went with this, and you know how this shit could be controversial, but do y'all think we done gone way too far with the whole body positivity thing? Like, not even if we talk about Lizzo, but in general, you know how like everybody telling everybody, oh, you know, don't fat shame people and this and that, which I get not teasing people, but it almost then got to a point where we making like that size and all that stuff seem like it's okay, you know, for a lack of better word. Do y'all think we done gone too far at that? Or do y'all think we, you know what I'm saying, we in the right lane of letting people be who they are?
Yeah, it's a
Starting
little
with
too
you,
far.
Venom.
No,
Okay. We're gonna bring it back to you, Arie, in a second. What you think, Venom?
Hey man, I think people, especially women, should do whatever they want with their bodies,
Oh my god.
regardless of what DJ said. Okay, I think that was just saying. No,
His wife on screen like that.
nah. I'm about to say, I don't like that we're making it. Totally okay with people feeling comfortable with themselves and being comfortable in your own skin. I definitely don't think like you know that's being medical. You've seen it. I mean, bulimia, anorexia, things like that. So mental health. But at the same time, I don't think we should say that's what we want to see. I mean, if it happens, we understand. But you got to understand the health risk that it comes with just the human body in general over time of just especially in African Americans. I mean, blood pressure, cholesterol, and things like that, and that weight doesn't benefit. It's okay to be comfortable with your skin, but at the same time, just know the risk that comes along with it.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
that's
my
not
thing
even
is,
a Lizzo thing. That's like
yeah,
just in general.
just in
That's like
general,
men and women.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just my biggest thing. Like we can be happy and celebrate them, but then when they get sick or they pass away, and it's like, oh my God, it's like, what did we think was gonna happen?
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Heezy? What you think, man? You think we went too far with the body positivity?
Yeah, I don't think it's too far, bro. But it's like social media gonna make shit 10 times what it is anyway.
Yeah.
But like he said, like Venom said, like yeah, the health risk. Like even having some weight on me all my life. Like went to the doctor. They like you a pre-diabetic. That shit stopped that day. Like had to get my numbers down, cholesterol, eat right. Like it's cool, but it's not. Like you can't tell me they just walking around and that happy, bro. That shit come with complications. Like you know what I'm saying? Can't breathe at time. Like snoring not supposed to. It's too many health risks.
Yeah. What about you, Daryl?
As an ill-built motherfucker. No, but being serious, I don't know. It's like I feel like kind of you should let comedians be comedians, but at the same time, I feel like go get paid to say what you want to say on a stage.
Don't just say it just anywhere and think that we got to give you a pass because you're a comedian.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel that.
At the same time, I feel like, you know, I grew up where roasting was what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, you was gonna know.
Mm-hmm.
I had cousins that'll pick you apart from head to toe and make stuff up about you. So if you ain't learn how to talk shit back, it was just gonna be a hurt ass. So I just feel like sometimes, talk your shit. Let Lizzo go back. Fuck you, nigga. Sorry, you do. But I don't know. I'm not saying it's okay to just bash her like that. But if you gonna talk shit, I feel like you should be cool with that person and know them to know that that's okay to do. But at the same time, help them help them realize that it's not safe to be unhealthy. You know what I mean? So, but people be going through stuff. So sometimes you just need to leave people alone. It's just so many different things that you think about when you thinking about, this type of situation, especially being a person like I said, I've been talked about as a young kid being big, and it was just something different. But I was always like athletic, so I could kind of back mine up. But and that's what I look at, like with Lizzo, like people, they talk they junk about her, but she comfortable with who she is, and I remember being like that. Like all the homies, they was cut up, fat titties, shirt off like that. What's up, girls out here? I don't care. So I kind of feel her like, shoot, do you feel me? Like
You gonna have your ass cheeks out though at
Hey, but what was her? What did she say about it? Why everybody else got to
seen her say nothing, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I don't be getting. Like, if she don't feel no way, what the hell somebody else feel no way for?
Nah,
DJ, how you feel about it? Because I'm about to say, I know you don't like overweight people. So.
Nah, stop doing that.
We can, do that, boy.
Shit. Kind of like what Daryl said. Like, yeah, I do feel like you gotta let people be who they is. I was with Lizzo though. I think it's kind of whack to go with her because I think recently, not like super recently, but like some months back, she already was like breaking down on the internet because people were like always going in on her and stuff. So it's like that's where it's like, all right, leave the girl alone. But at the same time, she be doing a lot of stuff, like in my opinion, for attention. So I also be like, whoa, that's what's gonna happen. When you wear a fucking long ass shirt that go past your knees, but then your ass cheeks are cut out in the back, it's like, come on. That's
okay. I got a question for you though.
What's up?
Okay, all right, little chick that for instance, little chick that Drake was just trying to talk to or whatever, little light-skinned chick, you know what I'm talking about? Just recently dropped that song.
Drake tried to talk to everybody.
But this was like recently or whatever. Like I just keep seeing it everywhere. Or forget it, don't say her then. All right, somebody like Arie, right? Would you feel the same way if Arie would have went to the LA Lakers game and had the long tee on and the booty
with
cut
her
out?
ass cheeks out? I would have still said that shit looked tacky as hell. Because that shit looked tacky as hell. And Arie,
I don't know. It just depends on that because look, you only said it looked tacky as hell because people keep saying that dude said she was built like the shit emoji. These are his words, not mine.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said that
though. A booty that's shaped like the shit emoji is probably not gonna look as good as probably like a fitted shirt that somebody like her, you know what I mean, like Arie or somebody will wear, you know what I mean?
But I just can't think of no time where a person, if they out in public at an event and they have like something that literally just has their ass out, where I'm gonna be like, dang, that she look cold. I think I'm gonna always be like, ugh. Now if she had on some little coochie cutter shorts and her like butt is kind of hanging out of them, I mean, it's a look to it. So it's like, but when it's like literally you just got a big ass shirt on with your ass cheeks cut out, that's what it's like. I feel like you're almost asking us to say something crazy in that sense.
Yeah, it was for shock value.
Yeah, it's for shock value, and that's the thing when I be feeling like sometimes with like our culture, when people in celebrity do stuff for shock value, and we still be trying to act like they literally ain't doing this for attention, and they'd be like, no, let them be who they are. Like, yeah, but that's they get paid to be an entertainer, and you got to understand it's gonna be some critiques that come with that. Now you shouldn't be in every like Arie Spears randomly talking about Lizzo, calling her a shit emoji and all that. I just thought that was a weird, like he came out of nowhere with it, and then also like his kind of his response to it also came off like lame as hell too. It was
What
like
he
he was
say?
just trying to. He was just basically like, yeah, I know y'all talking about I'm unattractive and all that, and I'm this and that, but that's your opinion, and all the stuff I'm saying is out of facts, and y'all arguing out of facts. I'm like, right, but you saying she like the shit emoji, that's your opinion too.
Oh
So
yeah,
you
he
can't
corny.
now. He was like almost whining and stuff. And he's like, man, and if anybody want to get some of this roof. Like he was just being lame. Dude was laying in the bed with no shirt on, with a Yankees fitted hat on. He was like just looking insecure as hell because I was like, see, you wasn't prepared for the backlash because you was being a corn. But
Hey, but question.
it happens. What's up?
Question though, did that was that out of just like an interview where he was talking about a lot of different shit, or he just was literally just talking about Lizzo?
I'm sure it was a lot of different stuff. You know how they clipped it and
Yeah, I think it was like a podcast.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
okay.
on a podcast. Was it his podcast? This him and because I know he got a podcast. He got a pretty popular podcast actually, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened. So I mean, I'm sure somebody could clip what we saying and make me seem like
Right.
a bad person, but you know what I'm saying? He should have at least afterwards been like, all right, watch the whole episode, because that's not how it necessarily meant. But like he did say it and it did seem left field, but I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes though, we gotta stop like acting like every situation is like, oh, you hate women, or oh, turn it into the gender wars and stuff. It'd be like, I don't know. He in that situation though, he did seem a little bit hateful, but in some situations, some shit like that situation specifically with Lizzo seemed hateful, but some of her other situations in the past seemed kind of warranted to me. Like it seemed like you was looking for it, or you was reaching for a reaction, and then you got one, and everybody was like, oh, trying to protect her, talking about being body positive and all that. So I thought that one was wrong, but a lot of the critiques of her in the past kind of have been somewhat on par, but not all of them. But yeah, man. Anyway, let's get to the next one. Did we want to do yours next? Heezy, you got one of yours?
Yeah, let's do the one about the assault rifle.
Okay.
So my question for that, should they raise the age limit to buy assault rifle to 21, or should they ban them for good? What's your thoughts, Duro?
Come back to me.
Okay.
Come on, Venom.
I'll go.
Rigo. Come on, Ree.
Honestly, I think that as far as assault rifle, guns in general, man, they had to stop putting so many limitations on like regular people getting guns, because if you want to go do some illegal shit, you're not going to go. Not every time. A lot of people don't go just to the store to go buy a gun. They get it off the street anyway. So you got to be, as a regular citizen and shit, I feel like you should have the same availability to go grab whatever the hell you want or can afford. Just because it's something, to protect yourself and protect your home.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Venom? What you got?
Yeah, I definitely think I definitely think it needs to be raised, but I don't think it needs to be banned. And I mean, I'm biased. I have one, and like they were saying, like I mean, I feel it's just for me to protect myself. Also, I like just shooting guns, going to the range and shooting, doing it responsibly. I don't think I should be penalized because other people's ill intentions and just stupid narcissism, basically.
Yeah. Shit, I'm kind of the same. I mean, yeah, I'm over 21 and I didn't buy a gun until I didn't buy my first gun like official. I didn't buy my first gun until I was shit. Yeah, I was damn near 30. I was like 29. Yeah. The first time I actually went into a store and bought a gun, I was 29. So shit. Honestly, I don't feel like you should be an 18-year-old walking into the store and buying a gun, because I remember how it was, because in a lot of states you can go buy a handgun. In some states you can go buy a handgun at 18.
Yep.
And I know for sure it was some people that shit we went to school with those buying guns and low key didn't need them because they were trying to fit in and look cool. So I mean, 21 I think would be a good idea. But other than that, like the whole idea of like when everybody get all up in arms, whenever some crazy stuff happen, they be trying to, the first thing they want to do is start trying to take people guns. But like kind of like what was already said, like somebody who gonna commit a crime I mean, if they want to commit that crime, it's too many channels you can go through to get a gun nowadays. And our country, we way too far past like being too restrictive on guns because it's millions and millions and millions of guns in our country. You know what I'm saying? Unregistered guns at that. It's hundred. I want to say it's like over 10,000 unregistered guns in probably most cities. So I mean, it's too late now. If that shit is years past its time. So I don't see it ever making sense.
There's no
So,
real system to never really track that shit. In Indiana, like, I mean, you can go get concealed carry, but there's no like registry of guns. Like you buy a gun, you could go to a gun show legally and just buy a gun and then not be like no type of paperwork with the, you know what I mean? Like, and that's legal. So it's like even like legal guns, they can't track those. So you really can't track what's on the street. So I feel like maybe you might be right though. Like in a maturity level, you should be probably 21. But I mean, because they raised the even like tobacco use and all that shit to 21. So yeah, maybe just guns, alcohol, and tobacco. Leave that shit to the 21-year-olds, I guess.
yeah, 21. Yeah, I mean, I know at 18, I probably did not need a gun. Like I didn't.
Oh,
I did need to be able to go buy a gun out of a store. So yeah,
my emotions was definitely too unstable.
But think about it this way, y'all. What if it's an 18-year-old that got his own crib? You know what I'm saying? He want to protect his crib just like everybody else.
Yeah,
I mean,
but if we get into that, I don't even think 18-year-olds should even be moving out their parents' house. I don't think you should be forced to not live. I mean, that you can't move out the house. But I really don't even feel like 18-year-olds are mentally mature enough to do that type of stuff. And even the ones that are, like, you kind of setting yourself up, or that you setting your kids up for failure. I think we even talked about that on a past episode. But yeah, I don't even think 18-year-olds should be doing that, you know what I'm saying? Even if I got into that much. But what you think, Daryl?
I feel like it shouldn't be banned, and I definitely feel like the age limit should be up. I also feel like no matter what, people should start having to take like a psych evaluation to buy a gun, period. Just see ever, because a lot of time you hear these situations that be going on, these be people that went and bought it themselves. You feel me? Ain't nobody bought it on, they ain't bought it off the streets. Went straight in, bought it themselves, and
you talking about like mass shootings and stuff?
Yeah, just yeah. Period.
And then the whole idea of assault rifles and all that is still if you really into guns like that, really the idea of assault rifles is kind of like it's a fabricated term, because now if you talk about a fully automatic rifle, like that's different, because you can't buy a fully automatic rifle in our country. So and no, the damage you can do with a fully automatic rifle is insane. I mean, the damage that you could do with a regular Diamondback, you know what I'm saying, AR-15 or whatever, you can really do that same damage with a damn 9 with an extended clip on it. If you to be technical, it's just like that's the weapon of choice for a lot of mass shooters. But it's because they watching these. I don't want to blame it on games, but like just the idea, the fantasy of it. People want to go in there like they Rambo, but you could do that same thing with a handgun.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know if that's I just think this country in general is too far from that idea of getting rid of. In a perfect world, yeah, nobody should be able to get their hands on all type of big ass weapons. But in this world we live in, it's way too many out there in rotation. You're not about to have me on stuck to where somebody who know how to get their hands on it gonna be sliding in my crib. No, sir.
Yeah.
So look, before we get off of this, since we talking about guns, I had one that I wanted to kind of throw in there. Okay, so my thing is I want to talk more so about like violence in like the communities or whatever. So my thing is or my question is why do you think it's so easy for a person to pull the trigger period, but just pull the trigger and it be like a small situation or something like that? Like what makes you think like so irrational that you like fuck my life?
Shit. Who wanna go first?
I'll go.
Okay, easy.
I think it's a couple of things. Like one, fear. Fear. Like, I mean, some people if you cross, they gonna come and get you. Some people could whoop your ass. I mean, one thing is fear. Another thing is trying to prove something. I don't think a person thinking in that moment. Drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like when they do drugs, a person don't realize what they did till they wake up in that cell. Or sometimes you shooting somebody legally. I just think it's a multitude of things.
Yeah. Shit. What about you, Ree?
I think I mean y'all kind of hit like some major things. Like I think a lot of the times like peer pressure to do certain things, like you know what I mean, you might be one of the homeboys that got the gun and shit, and you might not even want to go that route. And motherfuckers just like use that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and it's like, and I mean peer pressure in the sense that like like people that's quote unquote like shooters and shit like that, they like respected motherfuckers in neighborhoods, and I mean even in entertainment and shit, it's like people glorify people for being shooters and shit. So maybe that's in their head or maybe not. I don't really know. That's just my guess.
Yeah. What about you, Venom?
So saying in the hood. So from my experience, I would say most of the time, if it's over some dumb stuff like somebody at a basketball court or stepped on some shoes or something like that, to me, the biggest part is self-control because we're not taught that at a young age. You know, we're not taught to deal with these emotions. We're taught to just hide it. Because I like to think, even as a grown adult, I've gotten mad and then punched a hole in the wall, right? And then that split second, all I seen was red, just rage. Then immediately after, you like, that's dumb. Like, why would I do that? Now I got to pay for this. And then you start thinking rational. Like, the rationality comes after the fact, and it takes less than a pound of pressure. And that's why I don't think someone's thinking in that split second when it's definitely over some dumb stuff. When you like, bro, all he did was like he bumped you and then said sorry. So I just think it's to deal with self-control because not dealing with those emotions. And then, yeah, just leave it unchecked, just boils over and we're there for life.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's all that. I ain't really got a whole lot extra. It's just like you said, that glorification has really like made it, to where people really feel as though you always got some shit to prove. Yeah, especially in our culture because everybody is making like flashing out and improving yourself the only way to like prove your worth or whatever. So that's really why I would think. But what about you, Daryl? Why do you think? I know it was your question, but why do you think that?
Honestly, man, I honestly don't know. Like, I guess you can say a lot of it comes from not not thinking or acting off emotion. And your life can change in like 2 seconds.
Yep.
That's
A lot of people don't think about that. So like having that background already, I have to think like that because I know they got a place for me and don't mind keeping me. So it's like I know guys that's doing hard time and it was over nothing. Like I ain't no dog, he ain't know me. Dog was looking crazy. I was looking crazy. We got into it and that was it.
Yeah. Swear to God, though, I'm glad you mentioned that. Last week, I swear, I'm driving, right? Driving, I was driving, I think, home. I think I went to like the mall or something, right? And it's this car, like I'm talking about, dude, is riding my fucking tail, bro. So I'm low key getting annoyed or whatever, cause I'm the speed limit like 45, bro. I'm probably going 50, and dude's still on my tail, like I'm in the way or whatever. So I eventually got tired of him being so on my tail that I like low key brake checked him, and he ended up having to slow down and kind of and it was like only one lane. So then we finally get to the like corner, right, and it ended up splitting into two lanes or whatever. And dude pulled up beside me or whatever, and I look over, dude, he got tattoos all over his head, on his neck, and all that. So I ain't even gonna lie to you, I'm already reaching to my glove compartment because I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If I gotta teach you a lesson, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. And plus I had, you know what I'm saying, my son in the car with me. Um, and then he like rolled his window down, I rolled mine down, and then he looked out, he like, hey bro, my bad, man. I'm running late to work, man. He was like, my bad.
That's crazy.
I'm like, you know what, bro, my bad. And then I just stopped, let him go around me or whatever. He's like, and then it was like a peace sign, everything went by. And that's what, you know, like you said, what's crazy is like, that's how quick some shit could, like, your whole
Yeah,
fucking life could change. And I swear,
yeah,
I swear to God, I ain't making this up either. Like, that's how quick your whole life could change or whatever. Cause I was like, the way dog was looking at me threatening, I'm looking at him threatening or whatever. And I'm like, ain't like I'm about to get out this car and fight you right here with my kid right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going, and you approach my car, bro, it's gonna be ugly for you. You
right.
know what I'm saying? If I was by myself, maybe it would have been that, but like I don't have that time now. So but yeah, it was like I was on tip. And that's because, and looking back on it, I felt so stupid because I was like, damn, like I ain't even, I mean, granted, he shouldn't have been riding my tail, but and it wasn't that serious or whatever. But I was already in my mind like, one, I'm not about to. I didn't know who it was or none of that. But like the moment he pulled around, I'm like already on tip. Like, all right, bro, what's the problem or whatever? But it ain't even that serious. And I could have just ignored the dude, but and then on top of that, he rolled the window down and he like, you know what I'm saying, like apologized or whatever. So that's the crazy part on life. Like you said, that's how quick life can fucking change for
Right.
your ass. But yeah.
Yeah.
Just think if you was like frustrated or you
Mhm.
said the wrong thing, you don't know where they could have went. Dude just trying to get to work. Or like, oh, he
Exactly.
got tattoos, he a gangbanger or something, just trying to like
Exactly.
paint a picture. Yeah.
Exactly.
Just
You know what
never
I'm
know,
saying?
man.
Because I'm talking about dog had tattoos all on his head, on his neck. So I
Right,
instantly,
right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was wrong to say I didn't stereotype the hell out of this man. I'm like, I'm about to end you,
Bro,
bucko. But yeah, that's how crazy and shit. I like I said, I feel horrible for even
Right.
putting my mind there too. Like shit, I was already on tip, like for no reason. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, let's switch subjects, man. Did you want to ask your next one, Heezy, or do you want me
Yeah,
to go
we
to
could just
mine?
make that one real quick though.
Okay.
So my question is you with a girl or whatever, and she say she don't cook or don't want to learn how to cook. Is that a deal breaker? Like, can you deal with that? Can you adjust? I'm talking about she either you gonna cook or y'all gonna eat out. That's like the
Daily.
hey,
Yeah.
what you got? What you got, Sauce?
Yeah, that would be a deal breaker. I ain't gonna lie to you. Uh, we wouldn't make it past the first club. We wouldn't even make it to an apartment together, Bucko. You gonna have to go. You have to go. But and that's not to
Hell
be
no.
like misogynistic and like do the whole gender roles thing again, but like I always tell anybody that I deal with, like I know how to cook. You know, I lived with chefs, but I lost my enjoyment of cooking because of that. You know what I'm saying? And because of situations and shit like that. So I just don't enjoy cooking at all. So like, you know what I'm saying? That's just a deficiency of mine that I got. And I need somebody that can help fill that void. So if that's not for you, that's not me saying you absolutely as a woman, you gotta cook. But I'm saying to be my woman, like because I really absolutely despise cooking these days, like I need somebody who's willing to kind of fill that void for me. If you can't feel that, then it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So if you said that, that'll be an automatic red flag for me. So yeah, that's a no-go. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even whenever you do absolutes in general, like I just don't do that. It's over. It's just
Yeah.
over. Unless it's just some crazy shit. Like I told you, you gotta go rob a bank with me. But like, you know what I'm saying? Because even me who don't like cooking, if you really say like that's a thing for you, like also you need me to be able to help you out, then yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But a no, an absolute no, or I'm just don't really cook like that. Nah, it's a no for me, baby. But what about you? What about you, Venom?
I don't think it's a no. Trying to think. I mean, you'll just have to bring something else to the table. I mean, because I mean, like right now in my situation, like I can't cook. Like, do I know? Could you YouTube some stuff? But realistically, I don't cook. So, I mean, as long as you're down to bring something else to the table, like, cool, we'll figure it out. I don't think it's a
But
deal
for
breaker.
you specifically, could you specifically, since you don't cook or you don't know how to cook, could you specifically be with somebody who can? Like, not saying that always has to
Yeah,
be. You saying you
definitely.
could? Okay. What about you, Daryl?
Let me think. Yeah, no, nope. Cause I do know how to cook somewhat. Don't like to cook like that, but yeah, it's just what it is. You don't want nobody that's under 5'7". I don't want nobody that don't know. We can all be picked.
Hey, what about you, Reed?
Uh, even though I like to cook, that's still a deal breaker for me because shit, I just you still get enjoyment out of your girl making you something good to eat too. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do that shit all the time. Like I wouldn't put all the responsibility of cooking on her because I know that could be like a task, especially after work, kids, and all of that. But so we can switch off for sure, but you definitely got to be able to cook more times than me. But I cook with you for sure. But it is a deal breaker. If you don't cook at all, I'm sorry, I'm not your chef.
You on mute, DJ.
My bad. I said that's crazy. We doing a damn cooking topic and TJ ain't on here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's yeah, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, that's definitely it's the new go, baby. You gonna have to go. But
Hey,
how
you
much
go?
did I go? Yeah,
I said
yeah.
Raheem.
Oh,
Oh,
nah.
oh, my bad.
Nah, hell nah. It's a deal breaker. Because goddamn, I was raised up on cooking in the house, so you gotta have to keep that going, or at least learn. Like you gotta do it every night. I ain't saying that, but you're gonna have to learn. Like had that when I come home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that every night, but at least want to learn. You can't just
Hey,
be like, I ain't walking around. I ain't cooking. I ain't doing nothing. No, we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
hey, before we move past it though, what if she willing to learn, tries to learn for cake?
With our full ass. I ain't gonna
Put
if
me
you
at Totino's in the oven, baby.
you're gonna have yeah.
Deal breaker.
All right, slap that DiGiorno. You better learn how to make that. I don't, bro. Look, let me stop because even that, like, it is some people that I don't know that are just naturally bad at cooking or whatever. But I
Yeah,
feel like if you try to learn how to cook and you still can't cook, I feel like that's at this point a discipline thing. because like it's too many recipes out here
Right.
that can teach you
Just
shit. Like it's literally like step for step, like move for move, and like you can at least like be a decent cook. You like if you like, I'd rather you be a bland cook than you know what I'm saying, like over salted, because I'll put my own salt in my shit if it's that
Yeah.
bad. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but no, man. Yeah, but no. I feel you. I can't eat salty food either, but I cannot. I don't know. Cause I feel like some seasonings and shit gotta be cooked in the food. Like
Oh yeah,
you
no,
can't
for
just put
sure.
it on top, like
For sure.
macaroni and cheese.
But my thing is, well, I guess I'm talking more about like as far as like discipline wise, like if you always burn the food, then I'm like, then you just being nonchalant at that point. Like you not
right.
like, cause you could literally put a timer on, you know what I'm saying, for this food.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's not like at this point, I feel like that's a cop out from any man or woman that just be like, oh, I just can't cook. Like, I mean, you just don't want to cook. That's the thing. Now, if you say, oh, I every time I cook, if I fuck it up, why aren't you going to get some damn recipes? You got Pinterest, Reddit, you got all these other things that's out there that will give you 1,001 recipes. So, well, yeah, no, if you
I
just
mean, especially a girl with kids, that'd be wild. They have to eat like frozen food and McDonald's every night.
yeah, that's the thing, though. That's why I said it would be a deal breaker for me, because like I am very big on like your kids being able to like eat healthy food at least a little bit. They ain't gotta be all the time, but like be
Right.
able to eat some healthy shit. So if like yo this you to the point that much to where you don't, like, we got a kid here and you don't want them to eat something nutritious. Now some kids, especially at a young age, you know, it's super picky and shit. My son won't eat shit right now, but like if they had a desire, but you always sticking fucking McDonald's in their face, like that would blow the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna even lie. Like you gotta, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it would force me to get into that realm of cooking, and I would probably do it, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, it would make me, it would eventually like get me to a point where I don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? And that same thing goes with like a chick that don't know how to keep it sexy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that would be a deal breaker for me. If you somebody that get to a point where like, oh, I don't like having sex, that would be a deal breaker to me. I don't want to be with nobody that I gotta beg for something for, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And on top of that, if you ain't making this shit like sexy, cute, all that, you gotta go. I not that you gotta go, but I would, so I don't go off to some other body, somebody else and cheat and all that. I would just move on, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a definite a thing. That's why I talk about them absolutes and those like, oh, I'm just not feeling it. Like, yeah, no, it's over. It's over. I wouldn't be able to do it. My bad, Venom. But what we kind of segued into was like I said, that same thing will go into like a chick that like can't keep it sexy. Like they don't want to keep it, like don't even attempt to, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all done had kids now, and I mean, and it's like, oh, I don't feel like it, or oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't want to
definitely.
put on lingerie and all that shit. If you can't do that type of stuff, and I gotta always say something and be extra about it, like I'm not begging for nothing like that. So it's like I'm not gonna say like, oh, you the worst, but you're not the person for me, because I
Yeah,
need that.
no,
I
no.
need to be
I agree
able
with
to
that.
cook for me, and I need you to be able to be sexy. I'm not telling you to go get no BBLs and all that stuff or all that, but like at least try to make yourself desirable for me, because I'm a visual person. I think most men are, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then in the same sense, tell me what I'm not doing that I need to do to like make, you know what I'm saying? But if you tell me I gotta rub your feet every night for you to be sexy for me, I'm gonna be like, you just, like, I feel like I'm begging in that sense. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you should want, like, as a husband or a wife, you should always want your person to feel wanted and accepted and appreciated. And I feel like through a person's stomach and, you know what I'm saying, busting a nut, that actually all that shit goes together. If you're not looking to make this person's stomach full in both ways, I don't get it. I don't know why are we doing this? Why will we ever be continuing to do this? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't trying to keep my mind like still there? Because they tell you the same thing for dudes. You should still be dating your girl if you want to keep her. Like, right, but she ain't showed me, she ain't sent me a risky picture and who knows how long. And if she do send them, it be fucking half-assed. So, so,
Oh,
so I'd be like, I
And
don't
with
get
her bonnet on and shit.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's a
It will
good point,
eventually
though.
get there. It would
That's a good
eventually get there.
we just got canceled.
Hey, call it what you want. But right. Where we at on time, man? We got time for one more.
Yeah, we got time for one more.
Okay. All right. Well, my last one, man, was I saw the video. I sent it to y'all. It was a video on it was some other guy's podcast. It was two guys. I ain't watched the whole thing, but essentially the clip that I saw, the guy was like, I don't want to be friends with nobody that I can't get money with. He was like, if you got friends that you can't get money with, then them not your friends. And then he was basically like, yeah, most people only got like 4 or 5 real friends anyway. If you think you got more than that, then you don't got no real friends. So my question to y'all is, first of all, do y'all think that that your friends, you should always be able to get money with your friends? And so yeah, just starting with that, what y'all think? Who want to go first? Arie, what's up? What you got?
That's kind of a hard one because I feel like it's true, but it's not true. I feel like you got friends that you get money with, and then it's friends that can just literally just be your friends. Because just because y'all friends and y'all trying to get some money, that don't mean that what you guys do will always match up to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're, you know what I'm saying, if you're in the Air Force and I'm in a whole nother state, that doesn't mean you can't be my friend because we can't get money on something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's an exaggeration, but I think it's more so saying like, don't just have a whole bunch of people that you're hanging out with on a daily, just riding around with and shit, unless, you know, it's about some bread.
Okay. All right. Anybody got like an opposite response to that? Like, yeah, you think you do need to be able to give money with your friends?
No, like only like that's just a
like if you ain't get money with them or whatever, or like that ain't. You don't think so?
Nah. I'm not about to say I'm hanging with no crackheaded ass friend. You ain't gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
I do think like you gotta bring something to the friendship. Now that doesn't always have to be like money, but you have to bring something because some people good motivators. Some people just good person to talk to, good listeners. Like I think you can't just be dragging me down every time with negativity and you just calling just sad and I'm like, hey, I'm not your emotional trash can. Like I don't need that. But to just say like, hey, if we ain't get money, we ain't friends. Like, no. Shut your ass up.
What about you, Daryl?
Give me a minute. I'm doing something.
All right, man. Well, for me, I definitely don't feel that way. I feel like dumb type of posts and stuff people be making. I feel like that shit sound cooler than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like people say that type. I feel like in general, social media has kind of become that where like people got to get on there and try to sound like they the most getting money as like motivated as people in the world. And I think like them type of statements is like kind of where like it's kind of what that is. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta sound like you like, oh, I got this idea on life that if you ain't doing this, you ain't winning. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing something right. And it's like in reality, that's a stupid ass concept, in my opinion. Because like you said, like shit, I need a variety of friends for one. I will wholeheartedly say I have way more than 4 or 5 friends for one. Like he said, from what he was saying, like, and I know for sure like they friends, and a lot of them I don't get money with. You know what I'm saying? I don't get money with most of my friends. I can probably, you know what I'm saying, but that's not to say that I can't hit them up on some type of like, hey, if you was to do this, like shit, I was just talking to Heezy a couple weeks ago, because I wanna own my own, like, you know what I'm saying, my own trucking, you know what I'm saying, thing. I want to be an owner operator on a few trucks or whatever, and I know he kind of works somewhere in that realm. So I was asking him, you know what I'm saying, advice on that, like, all right, bro, is this price normal? Is this and that? You know what I'm saying? And that's a benefit to our friendship or whatever.
Right.
But even if I couldn't call him for that, you know what I'm saying, I know I could call him and just be like, hey, bro, there's some wild ass shit going on. Like,
Right.
hey, listen to me, hear me out. You know what I mean? So, shit. And it's the same thing with everybody. If I can't, now, if you saying I can't call and like, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, bro, I need you to hear me out on something. If I don't got friends like that, then I would say you really losing in life, because shit.
Yeah.
Money gonna come and go. Like, shit,
Right.
you mean to tell me if 1 minute me and you can get money together, and then the next minute, like, my situation fucked up and we can't get money together, you gonna hey, we're not friend no more.
We ain't
Right, cut you off,
friends.
bruh.
You see how flawed and like opportunistic that is, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like that's just a corny. And this is the thing about podcasting and all that. You know what I'm saying? It is a lot of shit that be on podcasting. And unfortunately, a lot of male podcasts, it's a lot of these like little spark comments or whatever, like, yeah, get money. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to be a boss, your own boss, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yeah, it's a lot of that goes on, and that's the unfortunate part of podcasting. And that's why I kind of like how we just kind of keep it honest. Like, some shit is gonna be real positive towards men, and sometimes we're gonna say like, yeah, as dudes, we a little bit too quick to the trigger. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's missing in the world in general. It's a lot, everybody on these separate sides of the spectrum kissing ass or whatever. So yeah, that's crazy. I feel like that's insane. For
No, it's
one,
definitely
like, I
insane.
feel like it's insane to feel like you
Lonely as hell.
like, yeah, I gotta be entitled to some type of monetary like exchange with you to be my friend. Like, that's insane to me. Like, I need people to be able to, you know what I'm saying, shoot me a meme that might, you know, change the whole course of my day. Shit, go ahead, bro.
I don't trust no friend like that.
Because if that's
me.
because if that's the case, then why would there ever be a phrase like you can't mix friends with business? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And I think that's more often than not that you can't mix friends with business. And
Right.
most of them people that be saying like, yeah, I get money, like most of the rich ass people that like, oh yeah, so and so, I exchange ideas and we exchange. Most of them situations when they talking to each other, they don't even be talking to each other as friends. They talking to each other, trying to figure out a way to get some money out of each other. So it's like, that's not even your friend, bro. Like, you think that that's your friend, because the moment you get fucked up, he not even gonna be around your bum ass no more. You know what I'm saying?
Just a business partner.
Exactly. He's a business partner or associate. Like, I don't need no money from nobody. I'm gonna continue to try to make shit my own way, and then hopefully, shit, we can exchange information about stocks and shit like that, or hey, you know, it makes sense to invest in this type of shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, but that don't mean that I gotta do that. That don't mean that you have to do that to talk to me. I do feel like as y'all get older and stuff, you should be talking about ways, if you come up on a play or whatever, especially like if it's something you can share, then share it. But you ain't entitled to none of that, not as nobody's friend. So
hey,
who hit the lottery and say, I don't hang about no people to get money.
Only somebody get some money. That's what I'm saying. People be forgetting that they had regular ass.
I smell broke people.
It's poor people around.
Hey,
what's up?
On a lighter note, y'all, man. Hey, the holiday.
Hey, hold on. I think Daryl has something.
Oh, go ahead.
On that, because you ain't never chime in, right?
No, I ain't said nothing. Basically, what it means to be a friend, the meaning of a friend has nothing to do with if you have money or not. It's a bond built between people.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I'm not at the status that you're at, we can't be friends. What if I got that hustle, that, you know, that ambition, and eventually I'll get there, but because I'm not there right now and you are, you don't want to be friends with me. Don't come see me later on either.
Facts.
Opportunistic shit. And I don't like with people like that. Whether it's like even with women that come in your life, first time you meet the chick, you trying to get her number and she talking about what can you do for me? Get to know me. Know what I can, and you'll know what I can do for you. If I do something for you. So I don't think that y'all have to be on the same level to be friends. Shit happens. You definitely need somebody that you can just kick it with sometimes. And Meek Mill, he said it. He like, I got a homie that's locked up. He ain't never coming home, and he can't do nothing but give me good conversation. That man can't do nothing for him? Just kick it with him. Let him in my ear. Sometimes you need them type of people in your life.
Nah, big facts.
Yeah. So I don't know. Dude don't have no real friends. His friends are associates.
Yeah, that's all it is. Associates. I mean,
Cause
not friends.
Pretty much.
Anybody who think like that will be the same dude that be like, oh yeah, that's my friend. That's my friend that did turn right around and sell you out for the next.
Oh yeah.
Or be trying to crack your girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or he meet some dudes with a lot of money. He gonna turn on y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Go hang with them.
His whole energy gonna switch once he get around the people with more money than y'all. He gonna be throwing the shit out of everybody.
Bro.
Mm-hmm. Regis, what was the last thing you had? You had something about the holidays, huh?
Oh yeah, you know, summer wrapping up and shit is gonna flow through like the holidays and shit. So like, I know one of the first holidays coming is like Thanksgiving and shit. So what's one dish you gotta have? Like, it's a must have. It gotta be on your plate every Thanksgiving.
None of that shit. I fucking hate Thanksgiving food, man. I fucking hate it nowadays.
I don't know why you go. Okay. Who
I
made you like this?
I hate that,
bro. You tripping.
Man, that's crazy, Sauce, you saying that, because we tried like a seafood boil one year, and we've been trying to barbecue one year. You know, we try to switch it up, but like something that I gotta have. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, like macaroni, but I don't eat it as much because I'm like lactose. And I'll say like that jerk turkey, man, that motherfucker. I don't know if I can get off that yet. That might have to be there.
Yeah. What about you, Daryl? Daryl gonna say some nasty shit too.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like you. I really don't care for nothing, for real, for real. I go to Burger King on Thanksgiving to be good.
Patty.
Where you at with it, Reese?
Hey, look, pull up like, it's Thanksgiving. Oh, let me get a double Whopper.
They gonna be mad as hell.
Oh,
What you think, Reese?
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta have macaroni and cheese. Yeah, I don't fuck with like ham and all that shit, but I some turkey and some macaroni and cheese, some greens. I need them three, that trio on my plate at least. Everything else, I don't pig out on Thanksgiving like that no more, but I still do want me a nice little plate though.
I'm not going out on Thanksgiving. You can best believe that.
Why you ain't going to no club?
And trust me, they full in that motherfucker. They farting. I'm nothing on the club on no holidays where they eat it, bro. No. In there burping full, just nah, it's over.
Man, imagine getting twerked on and a chick fart on you. You're gonna have a little chitlin fart too on you. What about you, Venom? Did you say?
I'll say candy yams.
Nah,
you don't eat Thanksgiving food at all?
No, I do. I mean, at my job, they always end up doing something, so I end up always like frying a turkey or whatever. But I mean, Thanksgiving just not the same for me anymore, so I just don't care for the whole spread and all that. Now, whenever I do, like when I was in San Antonio, like whenever, like, you know what I'm saying, when it was all my peoples out there, we would go do it and all that, you know what I'm saying. I just like Thanksgiving for the gatherings, not necessarily the food. But if I had to pick one, yeah, I like fried turkey. If it's any type of other turkey, I'm straight on it. Fried turkey, or when Dog used to do that jerk joint for us,
Laughing.
with his the barbecue sauce, the specific one he had, that shit used to go. And yeah, other than that, like, I mean, I eat mac and cheese all the time, so I don't necessarily need that for Thanksgiving. I don't like candy yams and all that. Ugh, I cannot stand that shit. I don't eat pork, so like definitely stay away from that. Like, so I don't eat hams and shit. Nah, I'm good on all that.
Have any of y'all ever had chitlins before?
Yes. Hey,
So I don't ever recall eating them, but my mom said when I was like young that I have tried them, but I just don't ever recall that.
Same.
I used to eat them, but this one time on Thanksgiving, bro, my cousin boyfriend sneezed, and my dad was like, that chitlin came out his nose. I was done with it. Show like I can't. Every time I just think of that moment, bro. And I'm like, hell no.
Yeah.
I love them.
Every year. But
I
will say, you can't eat everybody's though. So
nah,
that's just the thing.
People don't clean them.
You
right.
walk in the house, you smell it.
Yeah.
I'm good, TT. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not going. If I walk in general, even though I don't eat chitlins, if I walk in your house and I can smell that you cook chitlins, I don't want to eat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna smell like boo-boo. Believe that.
I'm not.
Believe
I'm good on all that, man.
Hey, look, motherfuckers used to be hiding in a room with the towels up under the doors and everything.
Yeah, trying to get that smell to not come in their room.
Bitches.
Yeah, them shit's funky. I'm good on that. So
yeah, you gotta clean them outside. You gotta clean them outside.
Like, bro, don't keep going in and out the room.
Exactly. But yeah, man, that's all we got today, man. I think that's it. Unless anybody else got anything they got to plug. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen my son and ran in and out of here 4 or 5 times. It's almost time for him to go to bed. So yeah, man. If y'all got anything to plug, if not, we're gonna sign out. But always, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that. Tap in with us if you want to hop on. And yeah.
Yes, sir.
Follow my Instagram and my Twitter at the real Young Arie, and look me up on YouTube at Young Arie. And I got a gaming channel coming soon. But also make sure, like bro said, like, subscribe, comment. We like to hear all that shit and see all that shit.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next time.
Sir.